Hey everybody, I'm Nick Griffin here, and welcome back to 7 Billion Humans. It's actually been a little while since I've played, and now we've got Defrag Disordered. This sounds bad. Oh, I remember this. This was bad. Remove all gaps in the data cubes. I forget what state this was in. Okay, so clearly we're on optimization. That's actually not too bad. Oh, we're really close on time. Okay, so time's what we're going for. So let's go ahead and copy this and paste it here. So let's take a moment and see how absolutely not readable this code is, because I'm pretty sure that's what we're going to find. So if below u is not equal to a whole, step down. Okay, so having everybody run down to the bottom. Cool. Memory 2 is equal to the nearest data cube. If memory 1 equals memory 2, end. Okay, we have a memory 1 stored somewhere. Otherwise, memory 1 equals the nearest data cube. We're checking. Gotcha. Pick up memory 1. If memory 4 equals the data cube, go to memory 4. Ah, yes. Okay. Right, because we step up until there's not a hole. Right, we did this whole thing where basically the way this person works is they go, hey, I'm here. Memory 1 does not equal memory 2 because that's the nearest one, and memory 1 isn't even set. So we set memory 1 equal to the nearest data cube. We go and we pick up memory 1, which is different for everyone. If memory 4 equals data cube, none of them have it. So otherwise, you go up until you reach not a hole. Okay. Puts them all the way up to the top. Then, if the left doesn't equal a hole, step left. Fine. Right, and then memory 4 is set to, in this case, 5. Memory 2 equals 0. If where you are equals nothing, you drop. If memory 2 equals 0, which it does. Okay, we've set it equal to 0. Right, because it's going to loop. Memory 2 is our flag for which way you're walking. So if memory 2 equals 0, you step right. And then you... Okay. Yep. I remember how this works. So basically, we've got a flag. We've got a flag, memory 2. And if it's set to 0, which is generally referred to as if it's not set, you're going to walk right. And if it is set, you're going to walk left. And there's the built-in condition of if to the right of you is a hole, you do something. I see. So we need to speed this up. We need to make this faster. So here's where I say something stupid. we're doing this stupid thing. One, two, three, four, five. Three. Whoops. We know that all of them start here. The actual organization of the cubes doesn't actually matter. So that shouldn't break at all. Actually, it did. That's an interesting bug, actually. All right. So, I doubt we cut off enough time here. It broke because somebody walked off with a cube. This is obviously off. We've increased it even. But we've lowered our average significantly. So actually what we can do is we can do... We're basically pulling this initial condition out because we already know when this is going to happen. We have an if here that just isn't actually useful. So that means we don't ever have to check if memory 4 is set, because it always is. The only difference is from here, we do have to jump to here. And so we saved one if every single loop around, which might be enough to save 2 seconds. I think it is. I think we're going to be at 93. No! Damn, we only saved 1 second. That's okay. That's okay. We had one. We had one. All right, so we just have to find a couple more time-saving issues. And the correct answer is this, actually. Not using the flag is the correct answer here, because the flag is actually a little bit more annoying. The flag is more convenient in general, but in this specific case, it's not. So, right, that's a completely different check. So what we're going to do is we're going to be removing... unfortunately, it's easiest to just remove this whole thing. So, here, we're just going to remove this whole thing. Also, memory setting is expensive. So, at this point, you are standing... there. right. So we start with step right. If so, we should actually. So we know there's a step right. Oh, that's interesting. I'm really tempted. Like, if we keep the flag, we could actually do this better. You know what? I want to try this without deleting the flag because I want to try something else. All right. First off, we're not using memory 3. So let's just use memory 3 here. So the fun part is, whenever we drop, we can set memory 4 equal to where we are. And what this does is, so basically we have it programmed that every single time you pick something up, you go, and we had it set to here. But here's the fun part about flags, people. This flag that we're storing in memory 2, and actually one sec, we might not actually need to set this up here, but we need to set it. Never. Actually, we never need to set it. Not again. So, because what happens is that's set to 0. And so if we're storing something here, and well, this is where we're originally going to have it set. We're gonna set it there. Actually, we don't even have to do that. We don't even have to set it initially. We don't actually even have to set it, because what's going to happen is they're going to run through, and they're going to do this wonderful thing, and wherever they are, their state is stored, because we have where they last dropped it, and their memory is set. So if you step down, it sets your memory to 1, or your memory 2 to 1 or 0 respectively. So it knows which direction you are stepping. So what should happen here is when they've picked up something new, they should return to the last place that they set something down and start from there. This will save us progressively more time as more defragmenting has occurred, which is beautiful. Okay, you're going to be the first person to accomplish this. All right, so it's equal to whole. So you are now here. Where you are is not nothing. So is your memory 2 0? And in fact is. So to the right of you is not a whole, so you step right. It is not nothing. You step right. It is now nothing. Whoopsie. So you drop it. And you set your memory 4 to that 21. And then you return. Why are you here? This jumps to the wrong place. Oh, sorry, no. This runs you all the way back down to the bottom. I'm lying. Oh, dang it. Alright. So she goes, places there, stores the now 25, walks all the way back down to the bottom. Memory 1 equals memory 3, we end. So if the last thing that you moved is the thing that you're closest to. So we then pick up memory 1. We step to memory 4. Beautiful. Look at that. What's going to be the real test is actually going to be this person. So this person has swapped their flag in memory 2. So what we want to see here. Unfortunately, she's picking up the wrong thing, but that's okay. She has stepped back to 16, but you'll notice that her flag at memory 2 is still set to 1, which means she knows she needs to go left. And this is what we call genius. That is beautiful. Now, there are some problems with this. I'll be the first to tell you. But I just want to point out, look at how much time that saved. Look at how much time. It's beautiful is what it is. All right, so we go back. And now we're still going to start from here because what I've got here... Actually, no, I'm starting from scratch. I'm completely starting from scratch because we are going for as few commands as possible. So, how do we do this? What is the way that we want to do this? So, the way that I foresee this being the fastest is going to be a combination of the two ideas that we saw previously. They're not going to be, well, they can't be as smart. There's going to be a slight combination here. Because we're using nearest, which is a great idea, but it requires us to do some checking. Like this checking here is kind of annoying. So what we probably need to do, I really wish we had farthest. Well, maybe we can pare this down. Because what I'm thinking is either like having them sweep back this way and pick up things as they find them. But that's difficult. But it's simple in code, right? Like, step all the way down to the bottom is pretty simple. And then do the zigzag. Pick up the first thing you can. Because remember, we don't actually care about speed so long as we don't do anything bad. So I actually want to do reverse spiral. Okay, so we want to step right first. So step right. If where you are is a data cube, pick it up. Actually, if right is a whole, if it's not a whole, jump. This is just more efficient, I think, in the long run. That's 5 instructions. This is actually going to be bad, I think. If no, otherwise, so then it's step up. No. There is a possibility here where I just have everybody always grab the nearest and do this and not worry about whether or not it's the closest. All right, step up. Step left. If where you are is a data cube, pick it up. Now, this is going to cause problems with people trying to pick stuff up that they can't pick up, and that's fine. Pick it up. Right, and we want if to the left doesn't equal whole. We have 18 to work with? This isn't going to work. This isn't going to work for 18 instructions because we still have to walk all the way back down, and it's going to take 12 instructions to do that. So, oh, 28. 28. Okay, this is doable then, I think. If up is a whole, that means the left view hole and up is a whole. This just saves us like one jump. So this is going to run everybody up there. Let's just make sure that's exactly what happens. I have made a mistake. Yeah, we can't double inclusive. So this should run everybody up. See, everybody has something. Yeah, that's fine. But it does exactly what I expected. Alright, so then step right. If where you are is nothing, drop. If to the right doesn't equal a whole, repeat. Otherwise, you step down and you do the same thing. Step left if where you are is nothing, drop. If to the right doesn't, sorry, to the left doesn't equal a whole, keep going. If below you, so we do this, this. Beautiful. Works exactly the opposite. If to the left of you doesn't equal a whole, or equals a whole, you'll end up here. If below you is a whole, you're here. It actually doesn't matter. If it doesn't equal a whole, shit. Because then you do this. Because this is going to work and it's going to be one command too long. So they're going to run all the way up here. Turn around. Yeah, they're going to just be constantly complaining about having nothing to drop. We have a slight problem. Okay. We have a slight problem. And that is here. And that's fine. This just takes a really long time, is really the only problem. 2 times speed. It makes me want to die. Yeah. Yeah, that fixes that. Because you have some other movement, this just makes sure that you're always checking. So the real question is, how can I do this? I actually... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why did that happen? Right. Because, damn it! Ah, we can't win with the nothing checks. I think this gives us both problems. You guys can stop complaining. There, that solves our problem. That's why we're hearing that. If this solves the problem, it's because having it in this direction solves this edge case. No, it doesn't solve our problem. Okay. It's the same edge case. Well, crap. Can we... The problem is we need to have this check after every bit of movement. And we can't. Because ideally, we have this first. This is a doozy. Okay, I think I know a good solution here, and it's completely trashing the first part of this. Okay, we put it right here. So, mem1 equals nearest data cube. Pick up mem1. Step left. Step up. That's if to the left doesn't equal whole. If above doesn't equal whole. Cool. So here's where the meta kind of comes in. I know that there are... Ooh, this could be problems. I have a thought. We'll watch this fail and we'll see what happens. All right. There we go. It's 27 instructions. $28 doesn't get hit is the problem. Yeah, 28 never gets grabbed. So... There might be a way of doing this. If okay, we got to do something bad. That puts me at 28, so that doesn't work. I actually need that one extra command for what I was going to do. So to the right equals a whole. Yeah, that doesn't buy us anything. Need to undo that. The problem is I can't hit undo enough. I don't know if this is right. I don't know if this is gonna break because I couldn't watch this be undone. I just pressed it like 2 or 3 times. So here 94 is gonna be the problem. We're really close here, but we have one fundamental problem with the code. This is why I wanted to do the serpentine, because the serpentine prevents this. But the serpentine has its own problems. But they're problems I think I might be able to fix. So here's the interesting part. And I was thinking about this a little bit earlier, and unfortunately I think we're going to have to put this off to next episode. But we can kill at least one of the step downs. I guess I'm doing it this episode. Sorry, we're kind of recreating this. If left equals doesn't equal a whole, and then we had if above is a whole, no, isn't a whole. We keep going. And here we have to do if where we are is nothing, pick up. We're at 27 right now, which implies this should work right now. So here's where the dumb thing happens, is they are just going to run to the left. Why are you guys failing at picking stuff up? This is what I want to know. Oh. I'm dumb. Alright. So yeah, this way they're going to just pick up on the one, which halves our checks for empty. And so they're going to do a really stupid serpentine. They're going to do a really stupid serpentine. But it's going to work. Okay, I'm getting off of the breakpoint. So, by doing it this way, we're not very efficiently serpentining, but we are checking every row. I just really have to hope we don't time out, because I can see a timeout happening here, like really badly. Don't time out. Don't time out. Don't time out. Don't time out. Oh, don't time out. I can actually reduce the time that it takes here significantly. By removing some of these. But it's still gonna work. So these guys are going to pick these up, but it takes so long and they're so closely grouped. God, if it times out right here, I'm going to be so sad. There we go. All right. Holy banana sandwich. This is why we talk about good code, man. This is why I talk about good code. All right, so in reality, we can remove one of these nothing checks. We can remove this nothing check. So I just want to like point out that was 1292. 1292, remember that number. This should still function. I will want to see them, because now they're not checking on the way to the left. So by removing one check and attempted drop, because doing something that you are not able to do, clearly it turns out that it's very slow. I mean, you can see right now how much time they're taking on a single row trying to pick up something they're not allowed to. It's so painful to watch this stupid chain. But you'll notice, I mean, it's going pretty much half as fast on this half of it. So my prediction is that it takes 3/4 the time and should be somewhere around 960. I'm not doing actual math here. Obviously 1200, 3/4 of that is 900. And 92, I guess 3/4 of that would be 2 less than 75, so 73. Arguably, should be 973. I think I did bad math there, by the way. Okay, so we're slightly off. There is some other generic overhead in there, but obviously that worked, and we got all the way down to 25. So I'm actually curious. Oh, you guys actually can't see that because that opened in a web page. Oh wow, this is all of them. What was this one again? This was defrag. Defrag. Sorry, I've got to scroll down quite a bit because there are a lot of puzzles in this game. I could be using the search, but I'm dumb. There we go. Defrag disorder. Shortest known solution, 19 commands. Damn. Wait, fastest known solution, 8 seconds? I don't believe you. I just don't fucking believe you. 8 seconds. What does that look like? I'm actually really curious now. I'm actually very curious. Wait. 14 commands? Okay, see, these are things that I'm curious about, and honestly, I should just spend time going over. It does save these, okay. Oh god, don't make me do it this way. Wait, update 15 commands. Wait, I thought it was 14 commands. Is this one 14? It's got a spoiler tag on it, so I can't see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait. Can I do this? Dang. This is going to require me being curious about stuff. Don't mind me doing things. I don't even know what you guys can see. I think this is valid. Okay. This is the 14 command solution. That's 16 commands. Here's the 14 command solution. Sorry, I gotta copy it. Oh, that's why, because it's not copying within the spoiler tag. Can spoiler tag just go away? Like, I get it, but good lord, I have to right-click copy or it doesn't copy. Uses feature not available in this room? Oh, whoops. I missed an I in the F. Or sorry, I missed an I in the if. So if to the left is a hole, step up. If the left doesn't equal a hole, step left. You know what? Fuck it. I just want to watch this go. Ah, yes. I understand. I understand what's going on here. It's ingenious, but also I dare not know how long this is going to take. Basically, oh my gosh. I want to know how that behaves here. So there's a lot of nested if loops in here that are causing odd behavior. But basically, it spends a lot of time running through here, which is running to the left. It's exactly how we've coded things. And then it spends a lot of time here. So basically, only one worker's ever doing this, is what this if statement does. We're ignoring all the other workers, which turns out makes it very simple to code, or at least simpler to code, because you're only messing with one thing. So you step up to start, or you step up, you move all the way to the left, and even though you don't do this right away, it's because this gets looped back to at the end. If where you are is nothing, and your item is a data cube, you drop, and you step down twice. This basically says if you're holding something and you're standing somewhere, drop it and move down 2 rows. The reason why it is that is because the furthest gap that this ever has to go down is 2 rows. That's the furthest overlap that ever gets created. Obviously, if you were to randomly generate the number of these, this would have to increase to 4 or 5, so long as you didn't run off the bottom edge with however many you put there. That's just how it would have to go. You always try and pick up below you. There are chances that that won't work. If to the right of you doesn't equal whole, step right, repeat. If you are holding an item, can't pick up below you, then you move up. This is really ingenious, and I like it, but I also hate it, because if you have to actually sit here and look at this code and trying to figure out what it's doing, you're not going to have a fun time. This is very low readability code. Oh wow, somebody found 13 commands. So clearly the shortest known solution is not up to date on this in terms of that. But I'm curious for the 7-second solution. I mean, I think I know how these work, and it has to do with the fact that these are just want to see that 14, man. Because that's also like 1,000 seconds, isn't it? Yeah. That is insane. So now we're going to clear this. Okay. Step to the upper right. Jesus Christ! Should have watched that on half speed. But 7 seconds, yeah. So this this is actually really simple. What they did here is said step up to the right. Guess what? If to your upper left is a data cube, and to the left is a worker. So basically, if you look at this, each one of these workers is identifiable now based on something. So if to the upper left is a data cube and to the left of you doesn't equal a worker, that's this guy. So now this is all the things he's going to do. And if to the right equals a worker, that was this person, because basically everybody's in the exact same position, we just have data cubes in slightly different locations. So this person is going to do all of this. If to your left equals a worker, that's this person, do all of this. Otherwise, if you're this person, then do all of this. This is an annoyingly smart way to program this. I've tried to do this in the past, if you remember. I tried to find a way to identify everybody's states at a certain point in time. This does it in a much simpler way. You basically just have to plan it all out, because this doesn't do anything bad. Like, there's no randomization of position. This sort of solution is ridiculously possible, which is just kind of funny. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up our 2 dots. We got them ourselves, naturally. But man, it is... I need to remember... I've done some like person-specific things in the past. When it comes to speed, I should really consider that as an option. So this episode went like double length, and that's just how this one's gonna go. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you next time, and until then, keep your gears turning.